Good evening, everybody. In the Iowa High School football playoffs, Albia was hosting Minneapolis. Minneapolis in white. Justin Masner with a nice run down the sideline by the visitors. Both teams wanted to run the ball, but the defense held for Albia. Bryce Leshin with a nice tackle at the shoes. Albia had back-to-back 20-yard runs when they got the ball back. There's big Alex Schultz with one of them as he cuts it outside and then is taken down. More Albia offense. Griffin Osing will get the first down for the Blue Demons, and they just wanted to run the ball like they have all year. It's Schultz with the touchdown, and that was the only score of the game. But you know what? That's all it took, as Albia was a winner tonight over Minneapolis. The final was 7-0. Albia will now take on Walken in the state semifinals on Saturday. We'll have a time for you later on. We'll have one for you tomorrow. We'll know by then. Anyway, Pekin had a great year, but the season ended tonight as they lost to BGM Brooklyn 29-8. Macon and Milan will be back in action in the Missouri football playoffs on Monday with only 4 days between the games. How do the coaches prepare their teams without overworking them?
You've just got to make sure you're getting into what you're doing and taking maybe some of the little full speed stuff out of it at this time of year, because there's such a short time you can't afford any kind of injury from a practice.
Our preparation won't be any different this week than it was last week or than it was week 2, other than it's a shortened time frame. But we prepare the same way, and our kids seem to have their heads on straight, and I think they'll be ready for that.
In college football, Truman State needs to beat St. Joseph's tomorrow to set up a GLVC title game with Indianapolis next week. But first things first, they will have to stop the St. Joe running game that has gained more than 2,000 yards. The Bulldog defense is led by Matt Bell and Nick Abadi. Bell is from Marceline, and he makes things happen.
He's been even better than we anticipated. We think he's truly a Division I athlete. And Nick Abadi, we had a pretty good idea when we recruited him. He was an all-state football player up in Chicago at Glenbard North. He had 17 sacks as a senior. I think he now is getting close to double-digit sacks. So both those kids are headliners and do a great job for our defense.
In college basketball, Indian Hills will be home this weekend. The Warriors will host Mid-Michigan tonight. Then tomorrow, it's the big one as 10th-ranked Southern Idaho comes to town. We'll have highlights tomorrow night on the Late Sports. Truman State will have its home opener tomorrow at 6 against those Rascals from Lincoln Christian. What will the Bulldogs have to do to get the victory?
Defending the three-point line, protecting the basket, and we need to do a better job of not fouling, especially with the new rule changes in college basketball.
Missouri starts its season tonight at 7 against Southeastern Louisiana. In soccer, Truman State lost to Wisconsin Parkside 2-1. 5 area athletes will compete in the state cross-country meet tomorrow in Jeff City. La Plata's Seth Brown and Kirksville's Hallie Dowlins and Erica Wolmering will be there for the second and third time.
I've always ran well at the state meet at track and cross-country, so I know hopefully that I can pull it out then and get one of my better races of the year.
I think time-wise and everything I might be around the same, but I think I'm just finally where I'm just really used to it.
I'm so excited about going to state again. Last year it was a lot of fun and it's a really cool experience.